Why don't you tell us a bit about Johnny, because Americans love talking about themselves. We'll let him have a go in a minute. So, you know a lot more about Johnny than me. And we'll talk about in relation to chilies, of course.
Okay.
Yeah.
The man is a legend at eating the hottest chilies in the world, on the planet, and probably on other planets as well. He's world renowned for his social media. He has a YouTube channel called Chase the Heat. Fantastic to have a look. You can even subscribe to that to help everyone out. What else could I tell you?
You know what? You said too much. I got to tell you something. The word legend is thrown around a lot. That's a legend. No, I mean it. He really is. When I became friends with Chef Kenny on social media, the day that we became friends, I was floored. I told 30 friends of mine, I was like, you're not going to believe what happened today. I'm friends with Chef Kenny. So the fact that I'm here at all, I would not be here if it weren't for Chilling Out in WA, and that's the truth. But, you know, the health benefits of chilies are never talked about enough. You know, there's vitamin C and vitamin A. It's just an amazing thing. But it brings people like this out. This to me, and I mean this now, this to me is like a family reunion where you meet a lot of cousins and uncles that you haven't met before, but you kind of just, wow, family. I feel like I'm around my family right now, so it's just a blessing to be here. But to stand in front of this guy, like, I dreamed about this stuff before I ever met him. When he called me years ago, he's like, Johnny, you want to come to Australia? I went, yeah.
Who wouldn't? We've got the best country in the world, and of course WA is the best state in the world, isn't it?
Boy, isn't it though?
He's landed in Sydney, and he said he'd wish he'd come here first.
Well, I'll be here.
Way better.
We're already planning next year's trip, and next year's I'll be here for a month, and 3 weeks on the first half we'll be here in Perth, and maybe a week in Sydney. Not to take anything away from Sydney, but Perth.
Let's not forget, we're in negotiations with New Zealand at the moment to get their Prime Minister, and then we'll be perfect.
And I'll be in New Zealand in May, so we'll be doing that next. But right now, I'm all Aussie.
Okay, now back to the dish, the job at hand. So what I've done, I've sauteed off the capsicum and onion and red wine. So I've reduced that, and I put the mince in there. I put the mince in there and mashed it with a potato masher so you don't get any lumps. It's a pretty nifty trick. So anyway, I'm stirring that up. Now I'm going to put a tablespoon of our chili con carne mix in there. And that's all you need. And once that cooks through, I will be adding the tomato beans and tomato paste. But before that, we're going to put in some fresh chopped hard parsley. And I'm going to use some of this beautiful, smell this, that's just awesome. Aren't herbs gorgeous? So I'm just going to put in a few leaves of the fresh oregano. That'll just give an extra body of flavour. So yeah, I love cooking with fresh herbs. And
oh, it smells amazing.
Isn't it?
Oh, you know, can I share? I'm going to say it anyway. While I'm here, I'm staying with Chef Kenny. You don't know the food I've been eating. Oh man!
What'd you have for dinner last night? So.
Heaven. It was heaven. You do me a favor. You're the chef. Tell us exactly how you did that.
Okay, it was slow cooked Yucatan pork, and cooked that out. And then we had that with fresh tortillas, just tacos, just simple stuff.
And maybe the greatest hot sauce in all of Australia, we poured on top of it, and that's what made it perfect.
It was fantastic, wasn't it?
It really was.
That's my favourite. That's Kenny's smoking hot sauce.
Yeah, it's so good. And if you haven't tried some of his sauces yet, what are you doing? It's right there. You need to go over and check it out, please.
So what I'm going to do too is, this has normally got enough salt and sugar in it, but I like adding my chili salt, which goes really nice in most dishes. Really fantastic with margaritas around the rim. Everything's fantastic with margaritas. So a little bit of chili salt there, probably a quarter of a teaspoon.
Wow.
That'll just give it a little bit more chili hit because we're into chili. It won't overpower it, and it's not going to be overly hot. I've designed that specially for families that got young children.
Boy, if you knew what this smelled like, oh goodness.
Now let's go. I prepared some earlier, so I'm just heating that up because what we're going to do after that's cooked, we're going to have a gold coin donation or some sort of donation, and you can actually try some. We're going to plate some up in some plates there. So that's cooked out really nicely. The mince has got no lumps. which the red wine helps. Also helps, chef. So now we're going to add the tomatoes. So it's like, on the recipe, it's a can of tomatoes, can of beans, whatever beans you choose. So I'm going to put the equivalent to a can of tomatoes in there. And what I've done when I made the spice mix, I've mixed in the sugar and everything so that cuts out the acid in the tomatoes and makes the mince taste really, really nice.
You guys hear that? It cuts out the acid in the tomatoes. Everything, he doesn't do anything by accident, ever. There's a reason for every single thing. It's
definitely
amazing.
So tonight, for tonight's dinner at home, we're going to have Zambuca black lobster. So we've got some fresh Rockingham lobsters. We're going to make a really nice black Zambuca sauce, which is very, very simple. It's a garlic base. You fry your garlic off, half saute your lobster in it, add the Zambuca, flame that off, a little bit of honey, a little bit of soy sauce, and finish it with the cream. And it is just magnificent. It's like lobster licorice.
And now you know why I'm coming back next year for a month.
Oh, yeah.
But 3 weeks here and a week in Sydney, or maybe 4 weeks here, we can talk about it.
Okay, so now that's cooked down quite nicely. I mean, it's not a really hard dish. You can cook it as long as you like. It's always better than the next day, like a curry. But I mean, for a fast-moving family, it's like half an hour, and you got a really, really nice meal. And you can cook off your rice if you're doing chili con carne on rice, or just a bag of corn chips, and you got nachos, a little bit of cheese and sour cream on top. Away you go. So, yeah, it's all about convenience cooking these days. So now I'm going to add the black beans, just nearly a can. So we're just going to stir those. They're already cooked off, so that's fine. You don't have to soak your beans overnight and cook them anymore. They're already done. You just crack the can. Convenience cooking. It's not cheating.
You know, before I came here, I dreamed of this. And to be able to stand next to this man while he's doing that, I can't tell you how it feels. It's amazing.
This is going global. Everyone overseas is just waiting, keeps messaging me. When are we going to see something on Facebook? When are we going to see something on Instagram? So, yeah.
And all my friends back home in the U.S., they'd be like, "You're going to meet Chef Kenny?" They're blown away and shocked. And I have there's an expression in America, I don't know if you have it here, what they say is video or it didn't happen. He's one of these guys that, like, if I didn't have a video and I said I was on stage while Chef Kenny was cooking, they'd be like, "Where's the video?" And if I didn't have one, nobody would believe it. But I got a video now, so...
So what I'm going to do now is it's cooked down nicely. The beans are starting to heat through. And a bit of moisture in those beans. So what I'm going to do is use a bit of tomato paste to help that thicken up and give it depth of flavour, so it's doesn't run all over your corn chips and stuff. So that's quite a good. You don't need to use any artificial thickeners or anything like that. No corn flour. It's just the tomato paste will do it. Plus you got great flavour. But we do have recipes done up for this dish. I'm not sure who's got them, but I'm quite welcome to have a recipe as well.
You can get those on the Araluen social media.
Oh, is it on social media? Fantastic. And you also can get the chili con carne over at the Chill and Out stall, and that's only $9.50 for a can. And you get probably a good dozen cooks out of it, because it's only a tablespoon for half a kilo of mince. And half a kilo of mince bulks out to quite a lot of product.
And when we're done, anybody that comes over and buys a product, I'll autograph it for you and take some photos with you. Please come over, because you don't know what you're missing if you haven't stopped there yet.
I got some of the chili salt off of you a few years ago.
Amazing.
Great on chips. Gave it to a friend of mine, and I found out the other day he's been ordering off of you regularly for the last 10 years.
That's correct, yes.
Which is fantastic.
We have our customers come and see us once a year. Our problem was we made the products that we sell now too good in the first place, and it takes people too long to use it. We should have done Tabasco and just done quick small jar, use it all, and then buy another one.
No, you did the right thing. Most
times, like when we do the Royal Show, people would rock up and go, "Oh, I've only just finished your chili salt, I need another one." Go, "Where'd you buy it?" "Oh, last year." You know, "You're not using enough, mate."
Yeah.
Anyway,
I put it on cereal.
It's good to have really good products that sell themselves. You don't have to talk it up or anything. It's the proof's in the pudding, the depth of flavour. You get to taste it, then you go, "Yeah, that's really good."
You know what I've been using it for? I do a marinated chicken, do the wings up, and then you sprinkle it in the chicken salt, and it sweetens up the chicken beautifully.
Fantastic.
Obviously, get a bit of a spicy kick afterwards.
Yeah.
The more chili salt you use, the sweeter it will become.
Oh, it's great. Yeah, we have another product that goes really nice with chicken too. It's our mango and ginger conserve, which is similar to a jam, but it's very, very sweet, and it goes really, really nice with chicken and prawns. The other day I did some whiskey prawns with the mango and ginger, and it just came out so nice. And I tell you what, that whiskey tasted fantastic. Tasted good with the food too. So anyway, this is cooked down now, and this is ready to go. So what we're going to do, we're going to plate up over here, and anyone that would like to come up and support our charity and just put some money in the wee till over there, that'll be fantastic. And you'll get to try my chili con carne.
We've only got a few plates. We're waiting on some more plates.
Okay.
So
we can make
what
a
that
start.
means is come up here fast. It's a wonderful opportunity.
Or with your hands open.
Oh, a bit high for that. So that's what it looks like. It's pretty basic, but I really like the black beans in it instead of the kidney beans.
Oh,
I'm going to have a little taste of this because I'm thinking this is going to be a bit hotter than yesterday.
Well, it shouldn't be because it's the same mix, but it might be because I've cooked it differently.
So just remember, we're raising money for cystic fibrosis today, so when you do grab a taste, if you can put a coin in or a $100 note, whatever you're happy with, that'd be fantastic.
Sorry? Sugar.
Start this one,
Yeah.
mate. Kenny.
Sorry?
I'll start this end.
Okay. All right, here we go. We've got a heat there, so... Okay. Would you like to serve up, Johnny?
yeah, want me
Come
to?
give the chef a hand. Fantastic. I'll make you work for a change.
You know
Right.
what? You're the one working all the time.
So I tell you what, the reason why I got Johnny Scoville down was my passion for Western Australian chili producers and all our sauce makers. And I think to get us out on the global stage is just a fantastic thing. Everyone just love, we got so many good products down here, such lovely produce to make your products out of. I thought I've got to share this with the chili world, and there's a lot of people out there. I've got friends in Switzerland, Sweden, Finland, all over Europe, all over Asia, Japan. We just like sharing the chili love. It's fantastic.